And in fact, I'm going to hand over to Alasdair to give you a little preview of what's coming later this week. He's going to tell you a little bit about how to sing without a conductor. Now, before I play this, don't get any ideas, you lot. Okay, this is for G6 only. Okay, us conductors, well, we're a sensitive bunch. Here's Ali.
A question we're often asked after a performance is, how do you stay together without a conductor? So that conductor is doing an important job. They're keeping everyone together, but they're also conveying some of the musical vision of the piece of music, their interpretation of the piece of music, and through their physical gestures, they are conveying that feeling, that emotion, that story. So what happens when we remove that conductor? Now, for G6, keeping together actually relies on all of us to become conductors in our own right. We take on those responsibilities of staying together, but also providing a common musical vision together, as each six of us have those responsibilities. So it's not that one person is the conductor, it's that all six of us do. And like a conductor, we communicate, not with a baton or our hands, but with our breath, the quality of a breath, or the movement of our bodies. So one way that we think about focusing our ears, our eyes, and our minds is by finding a common focal point. And that for us is a physical focal point. We sometimes talk about this idea of a jellyfish, which is a bit funny, but it's this sort of amorphous blob that hangs in front of us. And we dial our eyes and our ears and our minds into this thing. And through our peripheries, we're able to pick up on all other five members of the group and all of their gestures.
Fabulous. Really beautifully explained. And I have to say, secondly, the jellyfish. Such a great way of putting it. So no, don't you lot get any ideas, okay? Conductors, we're absolutely integral, so important. Although I do recall a good friend of mine, Eric Weatherall, whose music we've sung, said, if you want the right kind of conductor, the orchestra or the choir will just refer to you as the twit with the stick, which I think very much sums up quite a few people I've sung for. Brilliant there from Ali. And of course, 3 hours of the G6 explaining in huge detail their take on not just the Byrd, but singing in the G6, and then specifically about each movement and tips and tricks, difficult bits. It really is an incredible resource.